How many people are there? 17. Am I right? Chaitu Chaitanya, enable your speaker. Come on. Chaitu Chaitanya, what do you know about testing? Nagartish, what do you know about testing?
Hello, sir.
Yes. What do
Yes,
you know about testing?
testing is nothing but we are cross checkers, sir. Once a programmer develops the program, we can cross check the and we can test the program, and we can uh,
What
user.
is testing? What is testing?
Sir, it is a process of executing the program, sir, with the finding of
Mm-hmm,
loopholes in application.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's the answer. Is it fine?
No, sir.
Just check yourself, ma. Okay. What the output you give. Okay. Rajesh,
Yes, sir.
what do you know about testing?
Hi, sir. Good morning, sir.
Very
Testing
good morning.
testing is nothing but we should find the defects which in an application in which the once coding is done by the developer.
Mm-hmm,
Defect is when developer accepts the defect, it is called as bug.
mm-hmm.
That much only, sir.
How to test one application? What are the prerequisites to test an application?
To test an application, we should have the requirement and expected result, actual result, and scenarios. That much only, sir.
Samina, SK Samina.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, ma. What do you know about testing?
Testing is the process of executing a program with intent of finding loopholes in the application. Test engineer will cross-check the application as per the client's requirement. The application was developed by the developer properly or not. Test engineer is always responsible to deliver the quality product to the end user.
Very good, ma. I appreciate you. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Got the output very clearly. Rest of the folks, please observe the content. Okay, what I gave you. If you're going for interviews, you should be professional. Then only you will get the jobs. Okay. Whatever the content I wrote in the document, it's a filtered one. Okay. You have to know that concepts, each and everything, it's full-fledgedly. Like Samina delivered the output right. Like that, everyone should represent it. If you are not going with to my documents, it's nothing use. Okay. If anyone asks you, what do you know about testing? You need to explore each and everything, accelerate. Okay. You have to explain it very clearly. How you are going to explain very clearly? Testing is a process of cross checking the application as per the client requirement. Application was developed by the developer properly or not. The main intention is to find out loopholes in the application. Test engineer is always responsible to delivers the quality product to the end user. ఇలా చెప్పాలండి. Testing is a process of executing a program with the intent of finding the loopholes in the application. Testing is a process of executing a program చెప్తున్నారు మీరు. ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అంటే ఎదుటి వ్యక్తికి ఏం అర్థమవుతుంది? నువ్వు ప్రోగ్రామ్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయడానికి నువ్వు డెవలపర్వా? ఎవరివి? కమాన్, టెస్టర్. మరి టెస్టర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయటం ఏంటి అంటే సగం సగం చెప్తే మీనింగ్ ఎక్కడికో వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. టెస్టింగ్ ఈజ్ ఏ ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటింగ్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అన్నాం అనుకో, మొత్తం గాల్లో కలిసిపోయినట్టే అది. Testing is a process of executing a program with the intent of finding the loopholes in the application. అంటే అప్పుడు సంపూర్ణంగా చేసినట్టు. Am I clear, guys? What is the exact difference between the wordings?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If
sir.
you elaborate the word in between, it's going to lead as a escalation. ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది, అది ఎస్కలరేట్ అవుతుంది. సో నేను రాసిన డాక్యుమెంట్ని 1కి 2 సార్లు చదవండి 100%. ఆ డాక్యుమెంట్ని చూసి లైన్ బై లైన్ వెళ్ళండి. బోత్ ద టీమ్స్. నేను ఇచ్చే టాస్క్ని మీరు చూస్తే ఓకే మీకే 100% క్లారిటీ వస్తుందండి. ఫస్ట్ థియరిటికల్ స్టాండర్డ్ చెప్తున్నాను. థియరిటికల్ స్టాండర్డ్ తర్వాత క్లాస్ రూమ్ టెస్టింగ్లో ఒక అప్లికేషన్ ఎలా చేయాలో చెప్పానండి. దాని తర్వాత హోంవర్క్ ఇచ్చాను. దాని తర్వాత రియల్ టైం లాగా సెకండ్ టైం ఏం చెప్పాను? మీరు హోంవర్క్ చేయండి అనే మీ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ని మీరే రాసుకోండి, డిఫెక్ట్ రిపోర్టింగ్ చూసుకోండి అన్నాను. చూసుకోమన్న తర్వాత మీ దగ్గర ఇప్పుడు ఏముంది? యాక్చువల్ రిజల్ట్ ఉంది. మరి ఆ యాక్చువల్ రిజల్ట్ని టెస్టింగ్ చేయడానికి ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్ కావాలి కదా. సో ఆ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ రిజల్ట్ కోసం ఏం చెప్పాను? టెస్టింగ్ ఇంకా ఎంత బాగా చేయాలో సెకండ్ డే కూడా చెప్పి ఐ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ టు యూ అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ఐ గేవ్ యూ ద రియల్ టైమ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఆఫ్ 1.0. ఇప్పుడు మీరు కరెంట్ చూస్తున్న సవారీ అప్లికేషన్ని 2.0 అనుకోమని, ప్రీవియస్ వర్షన్ ఐ అలొకేటెడ్ ఫర్ యూ ఇట్స్ ఏ 1.0 అని ఐ గేవ్ యూ. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ వన్స్ యూ కంప్లీటెడ్ మై టోటల్ డాక్యుమెంట్ 1 to 30 bugs, then you can get the idea what is testing you are doing, how you are going to find the mistakes. With that experience you need to recheck the 2.0. While you are checking with 2.0, you need to remember it at which module that issue we found. Right now 1.0 issue, 2.0 it's fixed or not, you need to check it out. Once it's fixed, you need to check it out again. Starting flow of the testing for each module: GUI testing, validation testing, positive flow testing, negative flow testing, database testing. If you are doing like that, you will get new errors. You can observe it, you can make it as a defect report, and after that finally everything is completed along with my 1.0 defects already you retested and you found new issues which was not there in the document. Then you have a brave word to me: sir, whatever the documents it's not listed, I found it, sir, could you please check it out? That the word I'm expecting from you. Really, guys, I gave you expected result. Okay, you done with expected result, comparison done. After that, okay, you tested end-to-end flow with 2.0. All the previous 1.0 issues are fixed. Right now you found that new issues. Sir, I found these new issues. Like that you have to make a confident. నేను థర్డ్ ప్రాసెస్లో నేను చెప్పేస్తే నువ్వు నేర్చుకున్నదేంటి? ఇంకా నువ్వు కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా చెప్పాలి. నేను 2 ప్రాసెస్లు చేసిన తర్వాత థర్డ్ ప్రాసెస్లో నువ్వేం చెప్పాలి? ఐ టెస్టెడ్ ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఫ్లో. నేనే మొత్తం 80% ఫిల్టర్ చేసేసిన తర్వాత ఆ 20% ఫ్లోని ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ నువ్వు దగ్గర పెట్టుకుని చేస్తే ఏమన్నా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుందా సుధా పావని? That's the way I'm expecting. Not only Sudha Pavani, each and every person in the class, each and every student in the class. Got it? Am I clear?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sudha Pavani, I need answer from you. I asked a question. Okay, రైట్ అమ్మా, మిగతా వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా అర్థమైంది కదా?
Yes, sir.
ఇలా ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఫ్లో చేయాల్సిన బాధ్యత మీది. చేసి నాకు ఇవ్వండి. దాని తర్వాత ఫైనల్ అవుట్పుట్లో మీరేం మిస్ చేశారో అనేది అక్కడ చెప్తా. ఆమె క్లియర్? రైట్, వెరీ గుడ్ మా. నెక్స్ట్ విల్ ఫాలో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. లెట్స్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ ఇట్. విల్ గో విత్ ప్యాటర్న్ వైస్. Sudha Pavani and team, please concentrate on it, ma. For you guys, recording mode is started and screen is visible, both the teams. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Skype team,
Yes, sir.
please confirm it whether the screen is visible for you or not.
No, sir.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, do the homeworks, ma. What I told you, it's related to everyone. Okay, find it out. You should get the confidence. Okay, right. Then we can go with the patterns. Today 9 o'clock, 9 to 10 we'll take the class, ma. It's not an issue. We'll cover this particular time here. I told you, right, today we are going to inspect with manual testing theoretical point of view. Okay, practically all the three journals it started. Try to do the homeworks clearly, spend the time. Okay, Skype team, are you able to hear me? Are you able to see my screen properly? Hi stream.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Try to concentrate. Please be focused on it, ma. Today we are going to deal the particular topic as black box testing techniques. What the topic name, ma? Black box testing techniques. Already we know white box testing techniques. Any one of you? What are the white box testing techniques we have? Any one of you? Both the teams. I am expecting these answer from any one of you. What are white
Basic
box testing
parts.
techniques?
Basic fast coverage, control
Very
structure
good.
coverage,
Very good.
programming technique coverage, mm,
Mutuational coverage.
retracement coverage.
Coverage. Okay, very good. See here. Please be mute. I'm explaining this scenario regarding on testing perspective. My dear team, please trust me. We are at levels of testing. Unit testing, integration testing are completed. And after that, we entirely move to software testing. In this particular software testing, we are going to focus on how to test an application with a different techniques we are going to follow. The techniques I am going to explain here, just follow. Okay, so already we know about white box testing techniques. The same similarly we are going to focus about black box testing techniques. Okay, these are called, okay, test case design pattern techniques. In interviews they will ask you, ma, okay, how they will ask you? They don't ask black box testing techniques, they will ask you test case design pattern techniques. If they ask you about test case design pattern techniques, you have to say the answer: boundary value analysis, equivalence class partition, decision table, orthogonal array, state transition flow, error guessing. What are the 6 techniques available for testing? boundary value analysis, equivalence class partition, decision table, orthogonal array, state transition flow, error guessing. Am I clear? And after that, you need to understand when you are going to work with this particular test case design pattern techniques, you have to know about test scenarios and cases. What are test scenarios? Scenario means a flow. Requirement will be divided into multiple situations, multiple ways. Scenario is nothing but a flow. Requirement will be divided into multiple ways, multiple orders. Those are nothing but test scenarios. What are test cases? Test cases are nothing but set of conditions, comparison of expected actual value with expected value. So in these particular test cases, we are going to concentrate on, okay, steps perspective, explaining the test scenario in proper order, in proper description point of view is nothing but test cases. Are you guys understood what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's focus on the content. Okay, I will give you a small example for you, ma. Then you can understand whatever the six techniques I told you. Okay, let's concentrate on the content. Here, all interview techniques. Here, I will go with one of the project. Okay, let's concentrate on it. Okay, boundary value analysis. This is called test case design pattern techniques or black box testing techniques. Boundary value analysis technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. I mean, we are going to concentrate on size or range of inputs and outputs, boundary value analysis. Okay, equivalence class partition. Equivalence class partition technique is used to define valid or invalid type of inputs and outputs. My dear team, without example, you are going to learn the concept with a theoretical standard first. Boundary value analysis, we are going to concentrate on the boundaries. Okay, size and range. The same way, equivalence class partition, you are going to say that valid or invalid. Decision table. This technique is used to define mapping in between inputs and outputs. Okay, these things, these three contents I am going to explain with you clearly. Let's concentrate on the example. Read this example, ma. Sorry.
In assurance application,
Yeah, please be focused, ma. Okay, what's the requirement? In insurance application, agent can go to login by giving user ID and password okay, fields from insurance company requirements. Here, user ID will take 4 to 16 positions of alphanumerics and password is taking alphabets in lowercase 4 to 8 characters long. After filling user ID and password, agent can click on submit button to get the next page with valid data to get the error message for invalid data. This is the client requirement. Are you understood what they are going to say? Login
So,
page is there. In that login page, username and password, two fields are available. Username consists of 4 to 16 positions of alphanumerics. What is that meaning? You can enter ABCDs uppercase or lowercase. It's not an issue. You can use both cases along with numbers. Okay, that should be 4 to 16. 4 is the minimum position, 16 is the maximum position. In between 4 to 16 only it should be there. Okay, next. Password is taking alphabets in lowercase. If they want any case differentiation, they will provide you like this. Alphabets in lowercase from 4 to 8 characters long. Are you guys understood? In username requirement, 4 to 16 positions of alphanumerics. In password, alphabets in lowercase only they want 4 to 8 characters long. After filling user ID and password, agent can click on submit button. If you entered both are correct, agent click on submit button to get the next page for valid data, to get the error message for invalid data. If everything username and password you entered correct, it navigated to next page. If you entered wrong, what it will display? It will get some validation messages. This is the requirement from the client. Shall I test it? This shall I test this particular requirement?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
sir.
I told you right. Boundary value analysis. This technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. What is this meaning? I'm going to convey you guys. Just concentrate on it. Here, let's concentrate the first terminology. Validate user ID field in login page. Validate or verify or check. Already we wrote the scenario. Okay. Verify the functionality of user ID field in login page. Am I right? Already we wrote in the document yesterday. Have you guys compared scenario? Verify the functionality of user ID field in login page. Answer to my question. I am giving you comparison ma. Validate అన్నా చెక్ అన్నా వెరిఫై అన్నా ఒకటే. ఓకే, మాట్లాడరు ఏంటండి? వెరిఫై యూజర్ ఐడి ఫీల్డ్ ఇన్ లాగిన్ పేజ్. Am I right or not?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Next, for user ID, what is the client condition? 4 to 16 positions of alphanumerics. Okay, so you allocated 4 value and 16 value. Treat it as 4 is the minimum value and 16 is the maximum value. If you entered in between only, it's passed. Rest of that, it's failed. Let's concentrate on it. For minimum value and maximum value separation, you pick minimum value and maximum value, right? So for picked of 4 minimum value, right, you need to do 4 minus 1 and 4 plus 1. You will get two boundary values here. Same like that, 16 minus 1, 16 plus 1, you will get two boundary values here. So 4 minus 1, how much?
3.
3.
4 plus 1, how much?
5.
5.
16 minus 1, how much?
15.
16 plus 1,
40.
how much?
17.
17.
Now you can guys
17.
understood. Okay. What are valid? As per the client requirement, 4 and 16 are valid. Okay. In between, how many numbers are there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are they right? Instead of maintaining everything, what you did? Instead of maintaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 16, instead of maintaining everything, what you did? You
4 and
picked
16
for
we wrote.
minimum
Maximum.
value and you picked for maximum value, and you implemented the boundary value analysis technique. 4 minus 1 3, 4 plus 1 5, 16 minus 1 15, 16 plus 1 5, 17. So you can sort it out. Valid statements. What are valid statements? 4
5 to
16 are the client requirements. In between terms are 5 to 15 are in between terms, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
అంటే
sir.
6 7 8 9 ఎంటర్ చేయక్కర్లేదండి. ఎంటర్ చేయకుండా మనం ఏం చేసాం షార్ట్ కట్ లో 4
Maximum minimum
16
values.
అనేది క్లయింట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ తీసుకుంటే 5 15 అనేది నువ్వు ఇంటర్నల్ బౌండరీ వాల్యూ అనాలిసిస్ ద్వారా వచ్చిన అవుట్పుట్. అది యు ఆర్ ప్లేసింగ్ దట్ అవుట్పుట్ ఇన్ వ్యాలిడ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇన్వాలిడ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్? If it less
17.
than of 3, it's invalid. If it exceeded for 17, it's invalid. I will give you an example like this, ma. Let's concentrate on it. A, P, P, L, E. 1, 2, 3. Whether this statement is pass or not, if anyone asks you for username, whether this word is applicable or not, if anyone asks you, you have to test like this. What is the client requirement? 4 to 16 positions of alphanumerics. Okay. Next, you need to check it out. A, first position, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position, sixth, seventh, eighth. See, 8 characters are there, 8 positions are there. These 8 position is there in between of 4 to 16 or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So 50% only it's passed. Rest of the 50% it need to convey with alphanumerics. సో ఏబిసిడీలు అప్పర్ కేసు లోవర్ కేసు ఉండి నెంబర్స్ కూడా ఉండాలి అని చెప్పాడు. ఉన్నాయా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
అంటే ఏబిసిడీలు అప్పర్ కేసు లోవర్ కేసు ఛాన్స్ ఇచ్చాడు, నీ ఇష్టం. నువ్వు ఏబిసిడీలను అప్పర్ కేసు లోవర్ కేసు కాకుండా ఓన్లీ అప్పర్ కేసే రాసుకో, ప్రాబ్లం ఏమీ లేదు. అలా కాదు, నేను ఏబిసిడీలను లోవర్ కేసే రాసుకున్నా, నీ ఇష్టం. వాడు నీకు ఛాన్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు నువ్వు కావాలని మిక్స్ వాడుకుంటావా? ఏబిసిడీలని అప్పర్ కేసు లోవర్ కేసు రెండు కలిపి వాడుకుంటావా? ఓన్లీ అప్పర్ కేసు వాడుకుంటావా? ఓన్లీ లోవర్ కేసు వాడుకుంటావా? నీ ఇష్టం. ఏబిసిడీలు వరకే. ఆల్ఫా న్యూమరిక్స్ అంటే నీ ఇష్టం. ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ అంటే ఏబిసిడీలు అప్పర్ అన్నా వాడుకో, లోవర్ అన్నా వాడుకో, రెండు కలిపి వాడుకో, నాకు అనవసరం. కానీ ఏబిసిడీలతో పాటు ఏముండాలి?
Numbers.
Numerics.
Numerics. That is nothing but numbers. Guys, please let me know whether this statement is right or not.
Right,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
How it is right? You need to compare like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 positions are there. 10 in 4 to 16, 10 number is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in the valid statement, you shown the client requirement like this. And after that, the filtered condition, positive value is 515 and negative value is 317. అంటే ఎందుకు ఇలా రాశాను అంటానండి, ఇప్పుడు ఒక్కోటి రాసుకుంటాం కష్టం కాబట్టి నేను ఏ టెక్నిక్ వాడి నేను స్ప్లిట్ చేశాను.
Boundary value.
నెక్స్ట్, అండర్స్టాండ్ మై మీనింగ్. Boundary value analysis technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. ఇప్పుడు అర్థమైందా నా మీనింగ్? స్టార్టింగ్ చదివినప్పుడు మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజన్గా ఉంటుంది, సెకండ్ టైం చదివినప్పుడు ఏదో చెప్తున్నారు అన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది, థర్డ్ టైం చదివినప్పుడు నేను ఎగ్జాంపుల్తో చదువుతున్నప్పుడు 100% మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాలి. అర్థమవుతుందా లేదా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. సైజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఇలా సైజ్ అంటే ఒక ఫీల్డ్ ఇచ్చి ఆ ఫీల్డ్లో ఇంతమంది ఎక్కుతున్నారా ఇంతమంది పడుతున్నారా అని చూసేది సైజ్ అండి. మరి రేంజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? 16 నుంచి 25 సంవత్సరాలు ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరినీ పక్కకు లాగే అంటే అదేమవుతుంది?
Range, sir.
Range.
Range, sir.
Are you understood? My intention is to say that you are testing an application as per the client requirement. How you are going to testing an application? With the help of boundary value analysis. You need to say this technique. You have to know this technique. Once you compiled with boundary value analysis technique, immediately you need to write down the test cases. That is nothing but documentation preparation. That thing happened in equivalence class partition. If you conducted boundary value analysis, splitting of the requirement, you need to make that requirement in valid or invalid. If you place the content in valid is nothing but valid requirement. If you place that content in invalid, an invalid requirement. This is called equivalence class partition. Boundary value analysis చేసావంటే కంపల్సరీ ఏది చేయాలి?
Equivalence class partition test.
What is equivalence class partition? Equivalence class partition technique is used to define valid or invalid type of inputs and outputs. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Next, understand the flow. Definitely you will get good subject ma. Let's concentrate on it. This is the example, right? Why I am picking like this? See here, there are multiple number of values. Okay, each and every value we can't maintain. Okay, so that's why we are going with these techniques, because we are the engineers. You need to find it out the shortcuts. Okay, let guys please concentrate on it. C A @123. Whether this statement is pass or not. Sudha Pavani, please be silent. Ritish, please be silent. Those who
Invalid.
are speaking up to now, those who are speaking up to now, those guys are please be silent. Let's give the chance to new students. I mean, those who are not opening the mouth, right? Please give the chance to them. Those who are talking, please be mute. ఏమండి ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ రైటా రాంగా?
Wrong, sir.
Wrong, sir.
Why?
Special character.
Yeah, as per my requirement. Okay, what I told you.
Numericals.
Numerics, but I entered special character, so that's why it's failed. నెక్స్ట్, ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైతే మాట్లాడారో వాళ్ళు కూడా సైలెంట్ అయిపోండి. ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ రైటా రాంగా? కొత్త వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడాలి.
రైట్ సార్.
ఎందుకు రైట్?
Characters and numerical values are entered, sir.
ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ రైటా రాంగా?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
ఉండండి, నేను అడిగిన వాళ్ళు చెప్పండి. రైట్ అన్న వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు రైట్ తర్వాత చెప్తారు గారు. ఓకే, రాంగ్ అన్న వాళ్ళకి మీకు అందరికీ ఐడియా ఉంది కదా. ఇప్పుడు రైట్ అన్న వాళ్ళు ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకోండి. ఎందుకు రైట్ అండి ఇది?
Sir.
అమ్మా, రైట్ అన్న వాళ్ళు ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకుని నాతోటి మాట్లాడాలి. కమాన్.
ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ అండ్ న్యూమరిక్ ఉంది కదండి సార్.
వెరీ గుడ్, చాలా బాగా చెప్పావమ్మా. వాట్స్ యువర్ నేమ్?
ఆలియా బాను సార్.
ఆలియా బాను. జస్ట్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్. ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్ అండ్ న్యూమరిక్స్ ఉన్నాయని పాస్ అయిపోవు. ఎందుకు అంటే ఇక్కడ పొజిషన్స్ కూడా మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలి అని చెప్పాను. పొజిషన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉండాలన్నాను?
14.
4 to 16.
ఎన్ని ఉండాలి?
4 to
ఏంటి? 4 మినిమం 4 అన్నా ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే 16 అన్నా ఉండాలి. ఆ 4 నుంచి 16 మధ్యలోనే ఉండాలి. 4 కన్నా తక్కువ 3 ఉంటే ఏంటది?
Invalid.
ఇన్వాలిడ్
ఇక్కడ పొజిషన్స్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలి, కండిషన్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలి. పొజిషన్స్ ప్లస్ కండిషన్ ఈక్వల్ టు అవుట్పుట్. పొజిషన్స్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోయినా, కండిషన్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోయినా ఫెయిల్యూర్. ఎందుకంటే ఒకవేళ 3 ఉంటే ఏమని చెప్పాను నేను నీకు?
invalid, sir.
Valid, sir.
Invalid, sir.
Am I clear, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
ఇలా రాసుకుంటూ పోతే ఓకే త్రివిక్రమ్ శ్రీనివాస్ లాగా కథలు కథలు రాసుకోవచ్చు. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏయో స్టేట్మెంట్స్ రాసి పాసా రాంగ్ అని అడిగితే ఎవరికి నచ్చిన ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ వాళ్ళు వందలు కాదు, లక్షలు కాదు, బిలియన్స్, మిలియన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. దానివల్ల ఉపయోగం ఉందా? కాన్సెప్ట్ నేర్చుకోండి. కాన్సెప్ట్ నేర్చుకుంటే ఎవరైనా ఎవరైనా ఎక్కడైనా ఎలాగైనా ఎంటర్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు శ్రీలంకియన్స్ వచ్చారనుకోండి, శ్రీలంక వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళకి తెలిసిన టెర్మినాలజీలో ఎంటర్ చేస్తారండి. ఎవరు ఎలాగైనా ఎంటర్ చేసుకునేవ్వండి. నీకు తెలిసిన కండిషన్ ఏంటి?
4 to 6 characters.
4 to
That's
16 characters.
Understood, right? So 4 to 16 positions only it will accept. Although that 4 to 16 positions plus ఆల్ఫా న్యూమరిక్స్ 4 to 16 పొజిషన్స్ అనేదేమో 50% చెక్ చేసుకుంటుందండి. ఇంకో మిగతా 50% ఎక్కడ చెక్ చేసుకుంటుందండి? కండిషన్ చెక్
Alpha
చేసుకుంటుంది.
numeric.
ఓకే, ఇట్ విల్ కంపేర్ విత్ పొజిషన్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ as the conditions. Both are passed only, it's passed. If anything mismatched, it's failure. My dear students, are you understood?
Yes, sir.
ఇలా ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవడంలో ఎవరికి నచ్చిన భాషలో వాళ్ళు తీసుకోవచ్చండి. మన హైదరాబాదు, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ వెళ్తే శ్రీనివాసులు, ప్రసాదులు తగులుతూ ఉంటారండి. అదే మీరు చెన్నై వెళ్ళండి, కార్తికేయన్, పార్థిపన్, ముఖేషన్ ఇలా తగులుతారండి. నార్త్ ఇండియా వెళ్ళండి, శుక్లా, భీమ్లా నాయక్ ఇలా తగులుతారండి. గాట్ ఇట్? నా పాయింట్ అర్థమైందా? ప్రాంతీయతను బట్టి డిఫరెన్సెస్ వచ్చేస్తాయి. ఎవరి భాష వాళ్ళది, ఎవరి యొక్క కంటెంట్ వాళ్ళది. am I clear what I am going to say?
Yes, sir.
వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడ వాళ్ళైనా అవనివ్వండి, విత్ ఇన్ ద ఇండియా అవనివ్వండి, అవుట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండియా అవనివ్వండి, ప్రపంచం మొత్తం అవనివ్వండి, ఎవరి భాష ఎలాగైనా కూడా నా యొక్క కంటెంట్ ఏంటి, నేను ఇచ్చిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ప్రకారం వాళ్ళు చూసుకుంటారు. జీమెయిల్ అకౌంట్, are you understood? There are so many naming conventions, right? If you observe for the real time for Gmail account creation, let's have a look. It's clearly mentioned about content. Are you observed? You can use letters, numbers and periods. You can use, నీకు కావాలి అంటే వాడుకో. Use 8 or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers and symbols. These are the prerequisites. These are the conditions. Are you guys understood what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Use 8 or more characters. 8 is the minimum value. Maximum value, there is no endpoint. Are you guys understood?
Yes, sir.
If there is no endpoint, as per the standards of the text box, 256 characters you need to enter. Minimum is 1, maximum is 256 characters. Here, minimum they mentioned 8 is the cutoff point and maximum 256 characters. If it's not there means you can enter. Okay, developer standard point of view as per the techniques prakaram 256 లెటర్లు ఎంటర్ చేయొచ్చండి. Or more characters with a mix of letters, numbers and symbols. Am I clear, guys, what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
PASSWORD 1 2 3 4. Okay, the same thing we are going to apply here. If I enter show password, okay, you just go with, okay, the same terminology. Whether it is appropriated or not, you need to check it out. PASSWORD, a mix of letters, numbers, okay, If you want, you can use symbol, or otherwise you can ignore it. If you want to keep it at the rate symbol, you can use. You guys understood what I'm going to convey you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rest of the fields validations are showing these. It's right, only right. So that's why validation not displayed, ma.
Yes.
Just concentrate on delete at the rate symbol. Let's check it out. It's accepted. It's a mix of you. They're giving chance for you. If you want to use mix, you can use it. Otherwise, you can ignore it. Am I clear, guys? What I'm going to say?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why? What is the reason behind that? They asked you use 8 or more characters. Okay, with a mix of, if you want to go with letters, you can go with letters. If you want to go with numbers. If you want to go with symbols, you can go with symbols. These thing is separated. Am I clear, guys, what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but here condition is not like that. Our requirement, what's the requirement? 4 to 16 positions of, come on,
Alpha.
Alphabets and
alphanumerics compulsory. They asked us, you need to enter alphabets along with numerics. Are you understood?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like that, alphabets in lower case, here indicated with lower case. Amma Sudha Pavani, are you there? Skype team, Sudha Pavani, Akhil, just confirm whether she is available or not. She is there. Okay, it's not an issue. Okay, ask ma, if you have any doubts, please ask me. Both the teams.
No, sir.
Am I clear, right? We are good to go, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Just concentrate on it, man. Like this, we need to understand the terminology. So if any requirement like this, 4 to 16 positions of on numerics, if you see this requirement like this, means immediately you need to conduct boundary value analysis. So 4 and 16, this is the client requirement, so that's why valid. So 4 minus 1 3, 4 plus 1 5, 16 minus 1 15, 16 plus 1 5 7, sorry, 16 plus 1 17. You can treat it as invalid, valid, valid, invalid. Now, once boundary value analysis you conducted for positions, now you need to write immediately with equivalence class partition. Invalid client requirement along with valid statement you need to write. Invalid statement you need to write. What is this meaning? 4 to 16, in between of 5 to 15 you can enter. That is one scenario. Okay, that means 5 6 7 8, instead of maintaining, you are the engineers, right? If you see this, automatically you need to understand 4 to 16 is the client requirement, in between of 5 to 15. Okay, in between, along with including of 5 to 15, including of 4 to 16, you need to enter. You are the engineers, right? By seeing only you can say that. And if it is less than of 4, that means 3, it's failure. 3 2 1 0 failure. If it exceeded for 16 means it's failure. And one more thing, guys, if you implemented particular positions like this, and after that continued with alphanumerics only, it will pass. Okay, if you followed for only special characters, it's failed. Only for blank fields, it's failed. Only numerics, it's failed. Only numbers, it's failed. Only ABCDs, it's failed. Are you understood? Negative flow. You need to conduct with these positions along with this condition only, it will pass. If you followed with positions point of view or conditions point of view, if you mismatches, it's a failure. Am I clear? మీరు ఈ టెక్నిక్స్ ఫాలో అయ్యి ఒక అప్లికేషన్ టెస్ట్ చేస్తారండి. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీవన్?
Yes, sir.
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 The same like that for password. Just I'm giving the technique, guys. Okay. Validate password field in login page. 4 to 8 positions of alphabets in lowercase. So 4 minus 1,
3,
4 plus 1,
5,
8 minus 1,
7,
8 plus 1,
9.
9.
9.
Next, 4, 8. In between of 4, 8, valid, right? So boundary value analysis. 3, invalid. 5, valid. 7, valid. 9, invalid. Now you need to write the documentation. Valid, valid terms, invalid. What are the invalid terms? 3 and what are the invalid terms? 3. Give me a quick minute, ma. What
3
are the
and 9,
invalid
sir.
terms? 3 comma 9.
Yeah.
Okay. If it decreased with, I mean, okay, degree, I mean, increase above 9. Okay, above 9, not above 8. Okay, everything is failure. Decreasing of, okay,
3.
what's the condition? 4, right? 4 below, 3 onwards. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is it okay?
I mean, it's negative values. Any one of you having any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, you need to follow the positions along with conditions, then only it will pass. You followed positions, but you implemented these conditions, whether it is pass or failure.
Failure.
You followed positions, ma, but conditions you does not followed. What happened? It's a failure, right? Come on, guys.
Invalid.
What I'm saying, you have to follow
Valid, sir.
positions along with these conditions only pass. If you followed positions, you are not
Bye.
following these conditions, it's a failure only, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
you followed condition, but you doesn't followed positions, it's failure, right?
Yes, sir. Failure.
Like that you need to compare. These are the testing techniques, ma. That's what I'm giving you. Got it?
Yes, sir.
While testing an application, these are the important techniques. So my dear students, let's concentrate on it. Boundary value analysis. Boundary value analysis technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. Equivalence class partition technique is used to define valid or invalid type of inputs and outputs. If you conducted boundary value analysis, immediately you need to make sure that invalid valid statements you need to write, invalid statements you need to write. From where, ma? Inputs and outputs. Am I right? These inputs and outputs you are getting from where, ma?
Requirements.
That's it. Am I clear what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt? Both the teams.
No,
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
sir, these two are similar, no, sir? Boundary value and equivalence class.
Yes, compulsory, boss. You are splitting the data in. You are doing the calculations in. Okay. Examine as a examiner. What I do, ma? For each and every question, I will go with 2 marks. Done. After 10 marks, done. 6 marks, done. At the end of the paper, I'm going to calculate, right? How many 2 marks questions are there? How many 10 marks questions are there? How many 6 marks questions are there? Then I will give you the total. Are you guys understood?
Yes, sir.
Doing the work is nothing but boundary value analysis. After that, the work representation. Okay. How many marks for 10 marks questions? How many marks for 6 marks questions? How many marks for 20 marks questions? Each and everything I am going to write it in valid, invalid. Showing the output is nothing but equivalence class partition. If you implement it with boundary value analysis, you need to make the document in where, ma?
Equivalence class partition.
That's it. Both are equal only. Both are same only. Got it. But same is nothing but technical standard point of view, it's not same. Okay. Content point of view, whatever the content you explained here, that content you are making a document. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, good to go? Or any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Shall I proceed to next level?
Yes, sir.
Next, decision table. Decision table technique is used to define mapping in between inputs and outputs. Let's focus on it. My dear team, please be concentrate. Okay, decision table we are going to see right now. As per the client requirement, you remember, right? Okay. After filling user ID and password field, agent can click on submit button, login button to get the valid data for next page, to get the error message for, that is nothing but validation messages for invalid data. Let's check it out. Decision table. See here, username, password, next button. After that, output. We entered valid username, enter valid password. What happened?
Next page will.
Okay, login page you are there, ma. You entered valid username, valid password. It's navigated to home page, right?
Yes, sir.
The same way, okay, you entered invalid username, valid password, valid username, invalid password. What happened?
Error
Error
message will display.
message.
That is nothing but validation messages only, right?
No, sir.
Error message anna, validation message anna, ఒకటేనా కాదా? Hey guys, you entered invalid username, you entered valid username, valid password. What happened? It's going to forward and it will restrict out.
Restrict
So
out.
It will
that is
restrict,
nothing
sir.
but validation messages only, right?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Invalid.
Pa, what you are saying, ma? Invalid means error message is nothing but validation only, right? It is going to
Yes,
show
sir.
in the red color only, right?
It will restrict out,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's it. Restrict, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you understood or not?
Understand.
Any doubts? Any one of
Understanding,
you?
sir.
Please be silent, my you. Rest of the people. Rest of the students. I want answers from you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Understanding,
Yeah.
sir.
See here, ma. Next, you entered valid username, invalid password. What happened? Both are equal.
No, sir.
So that's why what happened?
Error message.
Error message.
See here, ma. Only one thing. I'm picking the scenarios. Okay. If I entered with valid data, valid credentials, it's going to next page. If I entered with invalid data, it's getting validation messages. Validation messages are nothing but ఎర్రర్ మెసేజెస్. కానీ ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అని ఎక్కడ అనకూడదండి. ఏమనాలండి?
Validation.
Validation message.
ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ అర్థం అవ్వడానికి మీకు ఆ ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అనే టర్మినాలజీ ఉంచేశాను. చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఇది రాంగ్, ఇది కరెక్ట్ అని చెప్పాలండి. ఆమె క్లియర్?
Yes, sir.
While you are testing an application, if you observed my manual testing content, at the time I told you login page, valid, valid, okay, valid, invalid. What happened? Let's
Will
open the
be
document. Don't confuse. Don't confuse. Let's open this document and talk about the content of real agenda. See here, I told you, right? Valid username, valid password. Click on login button. What happened? It's navigated to next page. Okay, you entered valid username, invalid password. Okay, are you understood?
Yes, sir.
And valid username, valid password, and invalid username. What happened? It came with validation messages, right?
Yes, sir.
Both you entered invalid. What happened?
Validation message.
Okay, you entered both the nulls. What happened?
Error message will.
Hey, it's validation message. ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అనేది ఎక్కడా లేదండి. ఈ డెవలపర్స్ తీసుకొచ్చేసి ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అని పెట్టారు. ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ కాదది. రెడ్ కలర్ లో చూపిస్తుంది అంటే నువ్వు దయచేసి కరెక్ట్ గా ఎంటర్ చేయని అర్థం. దాన్ని ఏమంటారు?
Validation message.
దేర్ ఈజ్ నో ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్. ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అనేది రాంగ్ టెర్మినాలజీ. ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అంటేనే ఏంటి?
Validation.
wrong.
ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ మర్చిపోండి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నేనేం చెప్తున్నాను, ఈ ఎల్లో కలర్ని రెడ్ కలర్లో ఒకటేనండి. ఇవన్నీ కలిపి మిస్టేక్స్. ఒకటి కరెక్ట్ ఇచ్చి ఒకటి రాంగ్ ఇచ్చినా, ఒకటి రాంగ్ ఇచ్చి ఒకటి కరెక్ట్ ఇచ్చినా, రెండు కావాలని తప్పించినా, రెండు ఇవ్వకపోయినా, ఒకటి ఇవ్వకుండా ఒకటి కావాలని తప్పించినా, ఒకటి ఇచ్చి కావాలని ఇవ్వకపోయినా, ఏ రాయైనా ఒకటే. కానీ ఒక్కో దానికి ఒక్కో సందర్భం ఉంది. జస్ట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇట్. వితౌట్ గివింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎనీ డేటా, then it will ask, please enter your valid email address. Sorry, please enter your valid email address. Please enter valid password. ఏమి ఇవ్వకపోతే, రెండు కావాలని తప్పిస్తే యువర్ ఈమెయిల్ ఆర్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్. అంటే డెసిషన్ టేబుల్ అంటే ఏంటి? నువ్వు తీసుకునే డెసిషన్ బట్టే నీ యొక్క వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజ్ ఆధారపడి ఉంటుంది. నువ్వు రెండు కరెక్ట్ ఇవ్వాలని డెసిషన్ తీసుకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది? Next page. Okay, you are testing the application with valid data, valid output will come. If you are testing with invalid data, what happened? Validation messages are coming. That is nothing but error messages. Error message అనేది wrong terminology. ఈ రోజు నుంచి మీరు నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన టెర్మినాలజీ ఏంటి? కావాలని తప్పించినప్పుడు
Validation message.
That's it. Validation messages. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Both the teams. ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పిన డాక్యుమెంట్లో చూడండి. ఓకే, నేనేం చెప్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ? విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ద డేటాబేస్, వ్యాలిడ్ యూజర్ నేమ్, వ్యాలిడ్ పాస్వర్డ్. వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్? నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్ ఇట్ విల్ కమ్. ఇన్వాలిడ్, వ్యాలిడ్, వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజ్. వ్యాలిడ్, ఇన్వాలిడ్, వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజ్. ఇన్వాలిడ్, ఇన్వాలిడ్, వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజ్. కానీ సందర్భానికి తగ్గట్టు రావాలి. ఇక్కడ కావాలని రెండు తప్పించినప్పుడు ఏమని రావాలి? యువర్ ఈమెయిల్ ఆర్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్ అని వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజ్ రావాలి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏమని రావాలి? మీ యూజర్ నేమ్ కానీ పాస్వర్డ్ కానీ తప్పు ఉంది అని రావాలి. మరి ఇక్కడ బ్లాంక్ ఇచ్చావు, ఇక్కడ బ్లాంక్ ఇచ్చావు. ఏమి ఇవ్వనప్పుడు ఇక్కడేం మెసేజ్ రావాలి? ప్లీజ్ ఎంటర్ వ్యాలిడ్ యూజర్ నేమ్, ప్లీజ్ ఎంటర్ వ్యాలిడ్ పాస్వర్డ్ అని రావాలి. ఆర్ యు అండర్స్టూడ్ ద వాట్స్ ద డెసిషన్స్? యాజ్ పర్ ద డెసిషన్స్, what would be the preferred messages? Hey guys, I required responses from you.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Chetu, Chaitanya, I asked you many times. Up to right now, you are not enabled. Ma, are you understanding the concept? If you are there or not, I don't know. Yeah, please be concentrate. Okay, let's focus on the content, ma. Akhil and team, everyone understanding, right? Yeah, right. Like this you need to follow, ma. And after that, I am giving you guys, okay, just understand the terminologies. మనం కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థం చేసుకున్న తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకసారి చదవండి. వాట్ ఆర్ బౌండరీ వాల్యూ అనాలిసిస్? Boundary value analysis technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. Equivalence class partition technique is used to define size or range ని బట్టి వ్యాలిడా ఇన్వాలిడా. ఇక్కడ ఒక సమ్ ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్స్ వస్తాయి కదా క్లయింట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ బేస్ చేసుకుని. Equivalence class partition technique is used to define valid or invalid type of inputs and outputs. Decision table, this technique is used to define mapping in between inputs and outputs. If you pick for valid credentials, it will go for next data. If you pick with invalid credentials, it will restrict out. That is nothing but validation messages. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
The same like that. Okay, in decision table, okay, let's observe it. కావాలని తప్పు ఎంటర్ చేసినా, కావాలని బ్లాంక్ ఫీల్డ్స్ వచ్చినా మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది కదా వ్యాలిడేషన్ మెసేజెస్ రావాలని. ఇవి రిపిటేషన్ సినారియోస్ అయినా కాదా? ఇలా
Yes, sir.
రిపిటేషన్ సినారియోస్ ఉన్నా, ఒకటి ఇవ్వకుండా ఒకటి ఇచ్చి, ఒకటి ఇచ్చి ఒకటి ఇవ్వకుండా, ఇలా కూడా రిపిటేషన్ సినారియోస్ ఉన్నా, సో దాన్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే ఆర్థోగనల్ అరే అంటారు. ఒక్కసారి లెట్స్ గో విత్ another statements. This technique is used to remove repetitions of inputs and outputs. That is nothing but orthogonal array. For practically, you are working with first three commands. For theoretical standards and concept point of view, you are going to work with these three standards. Practically working is first three only. సో చదువుకుని అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి మిగతా మూడు అండి. ఆర్థోగనల్ అరే. ఆర్థోగనల్ అరే టెక్నిక్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ టు రిమూవ్ రిపిటేషన్స్ ఇన్ ద మ్యాప్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్ అండ్ అవుట్పుట్. ఎక్కడైనా సమానంగా మీరు ఫీల్ అయినట్లయితే దాన్ని రిమూవ్ చేయండి. సో ఆర్థోగనల్ అరే. స్టేట్ ట్రాన్సిషన్ ఫ్లో. దిస్ టెక్నిక్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ టు write test cases in order with respect to the database and functionalities of the application. Already we are testing the application with standardized order of step-by-step process only, right? So that is nothing but state transaction flow. Error guessing. Suppose if I allocated any application for you, it's going to test the application for 10 to 6 hours. Okay, initially you worked on that application, okay, trial run for 10 minutes. You found 2 to 3 issues in the application. Okay, if I spend 2 to 3 minutes, I got 2 to 3 issues. Okay, if I spend 10 minutes, I got 2 issues in that application. If I go for, okay, a long standing of testing process, okay, 10 to 6 hours, what happened, ma? Definitely I will guess it, right? At the time of 10 minutes, if I found 2 issues, okay, when it goes with a long period of 10 hours, definitely the application may get errors or not. We'll have some idea regarding on the application, right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
is nothing but error guessing. 3 contents are practical, 3 contents are theoretical. These total techniques are nothing but black box testing techniques. If you observed any repetitions, remove the repetitions. That is nothing but orthogonal array. You are going to write the test cases in order by order test cases. That is nothing but state transition. Error guessing. If you observed anything is happening, okay, in front of the application or going forward, that is nothing but error guessing. Are you guys understood what I'm going to say?
Yes,
Got
sir.
it right?
Yes, sir.
The same way, today you guys please understand the second example. Okay, just understand the second example. After registration, after successful login to insurance site, corresponding agent can click on next button with some options. That is nothing but click policy creation link. What is that link, ma? After successful login, you just move to you just navigated to, okay, login screen to home screen. In home screen, once you successfully log in, you can able to see policy creation link. If you click on that particular link, you can able to see policy registration fields. What are the fields are available? From policy holder to number of credit cards, these many fields are available. Let's check it out. Age 16 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి 60 సంవత్సరాలు ఉన్న వాళ్ళని పక్కకు లాగేయాలి. లాగేయాలి అంటే then you can go with size or range.
Range.
You understood? So if you
Sir.
go to petrol bunk and you have to ask 1 kg of petrol, is it the appropriated word or 1 liter of petrol?
Petrol.
Capital.
So terminology point of view, are you understood, right? Size or range. If it is a content, you can go with size. If it is a numeric perspective, you are going with range. Are you guys clear what I'm going to say?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir,
Please go ahead, ma.
sir, in error guessing, SUT is there. What is SUT, sir?
SUT is nothing but ఇప్పుడు రోడ్డు మీద వెళ్తుంటే రోడ్ ఈజ్ అండర్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్, సమ్ కోన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ అండ్ రోడ్ ఈజ్ అండర్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్, సమ్ బోట్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ విత్, రైట్? The
Yes,
same
sir.
way, software under testing, application under testing. Are you understood? We are in
Yes,
the
sir.
testing phase. In movie theaters, house full is the board is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Same like that. This application is under with testing process. Software under testing. Are you understood? Application under testing. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
That's it. Can I go with my continuation of the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's focus on it. Age 16 to 60. Policy duration, it's the select box. Okay, in that select box by default 20 years are there. What is the meaning of D? 20 years. Okay, if you click on that particular select box, options 2 years, 10 years, 15 years are there. By defaultly 20 years there. If you if you click on 15 years, 15 years will select. If you click on 10 years, 10 years will select. If you doesn't click on anything, by default how many years ma?
20 years.
20 years.
Are you got my point? Okay, next, premium payment mode. Okay, by default it's yearly and quarterly, monthly. There are two options. Okay, the same like premium amount 5,000 to 5 lakhs. Okay, payment options, net banking, default, credit card option is there. Bank name HDFC, ICIC, SBI. Okay, blank field, that is nothing but by default bank is not showing, it's a blank field. Are you understood what is the meaning of D? Okay,
Yes, sir.
for CID, customer ID, HDFC Bank consists of 5 positions with alphanumerics, 6 positions of alphanumerics, like that I indicated. And password 4 to 5 positions, ICSC 6 to 10 positions, SBI 10 to 10, 4 to 10 positions. Name of the credit card HDFC 10 digits, 9 digits, ICSC, SBI 10 digits. After filling the data, agent can click on submit button to get the message as registration successful. If anything went wrong, you will get error message or validation message.
Validation
Valid.
message.
ఇంకా ఎర్రర్ మెసేజ్ అనే సౌండ్ నాకు వినపడకూడదు. రైట్, అర్థమైందా? am I clear?
Yes, sir.
You have to do this content at your homework. I mean, make it this thing as a homework ma. Got it ma? Make this particular registration form as homework. You have to do at your homes. Okay, each and everything I only wrote ma, you need to just inspect it, understand it, that's it. Okay, see here, you just make it as a yellow color ma, then you can able to see properly with the text. Okay, verify policy creation link. I want to I'm trying to insert you, this is the scenario, these are the test case steps, this is the testing process. So policy creation link, if you are able to see, if you click on policy creation link, policy creation page open. If you didn't do anything, nothing you did ma, you're just observing, what happened? Nothing will go. Am I clear? Negative scenario. And next, observe the second scenario. What I told you, okay, policy holder name in the policy creation page. What is the policy holder name? Okay, here policy holder name is there, but there is no condition. If there is no condition means, what's the condition by default for text box? 1 2
16.
no 16 not 1 to 256 256 1 to 16 అనేది క్లయింట్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఇక్కడ క్లయింట్ ఇవ్వలా, హోల్డర్ నేమ్ అని ఇచ్చాడు. హోల్డర్ నేమ్ అంటే దాని అర్థం ఏంటి? 1 నుంచి 256 వరకు ఏమీ లేనప్పుడు నువ్వు ఇది తీసుకోవాలి. am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, by default how much ma?
256.
1 to 256 characters. Okay, let's count down, let's start the work. Okay, let's concentrate on it. 1 to 256 characters. 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1,
0. Sir.
1 plus 1,
2.
256 minus 1,
255.
256 plus 1.
257.
Boundary value analysis technique is used to define size or range of inputs and outputs. This is the size. Am I clear, guys? Understood?
Yes, sir.
And you
Yes,
need
sir.
to immediately write valid and invalid statements. Those are nothing but test cases steps. Those are nothing but decision bound equivalence class partition. Immediately valid, invalid. You have to maintain every student should maintain the whole document. I wrote you every content, each and every content. You have to maintain invalid boundary value analysis numbers and invalid boundary value analysis numbers. What are valid? 1 to
256.
256. And what is the respective condition? 255.
5.
Am I right? And 250.
Yes, sir.
What's
2.
the respective condition? 2 only,
2.
right?
2.
Like that you need to write. And valid statements 0, 257. Am I clear, guys? Please be mute, ma. Please be mute. Hope you understand. మీ మాటలు నాకు ఇక్కడ వరకు వినిపిస్తున్నాయి. Hello, madams. Please be silent. Hey, guys, are you understood? You have to represent the content, understand the logic, and implement the content like this. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
I am giving this document as the homework. What you guys have to do? Just inspect the element. Inspect. What is the meaning of inspect? Walk through the particular document and inspect whenever it's needed, wherever it's needed. Okay. And write down the content. After that, 16 to 60 range, age field. So what happened? You need to go with boundary value analysis and implement the content for and invalid. You need to maintain this valid and invalid. The same like that. Policy duration. Okay, you just make it as a yellow color and write it down. Okay, if you selected 5 years, what happened in the select box?
5 years will be selected, sir.
That's it. 10 years.
10 years
10
selected.
years selected. Okay, 15 years.
15 years selected. Default 20 years, sir.
That's it. What a simple thing, man. Testing is nothing but you need to check everything, right? So the testing I represented in the document perspective, and I told you, okay, you need to test this like this, and I explain you my testing techniques along with representation of design pattern techniques along with black box testing techniques. I told you practically and theoretically. That's it. Are you guys understood how you need to maintain the document? Each and everything I wrote, you need to maintain only boundary value analysis. ఎందుకంటే ఇది కూడా నేను మెయింటైన్ చేసేద్దునండి. ఎందుకు మెయింటైన్ చేయలేదు అంటే నువ్వు అర్థం చేసుకున్నప్పుడు అర్థం చేసుకున్నది హోంవర్క్ ఇవ్వాలి కాబట్టి ఇలా వదిలేసా. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you understood, guys? Today what we learned? Sudha Pavani, if you are there, means please enable ma. Right. Today I teach you few techniques. అండర్స్టూడ్ రైట్. మీరు మార్నింగ్ అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఇప్పుడు టాలీ చేసుకోండి. సో నా కోర్స్ నడుస్తూ ఉంటే 100% టెస్టింగ్ ఎలా వచ్చేస్తుంది మీకు? నా కోర్స్ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు మీరు టెక్నిక్స్ నేర్చుకుంటూ ఆ టెక్నిక్స్ని సవారీ మీద అప్లై చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తారు. నా కోర్స్ పూర్తయ్యేటప్పటికి 100% టెస్టింగ్ అనేది మీకే వస్తుందా రాదా? దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్యాటర్న్ మా. I gave you conclusion for you, ma. Okay, not only for you, every student, you need to practice it. Am I clear? Okay,
Yes, sir.
at the end of the day, finally, sir, this is my document. Whatever the document is there, okay, I represented it. Okay, out of the issues, whatever you didn't represent, okay, I represented clearly. Please check it out. Okay. That document I will make it as a unique document and share across all the groups, and I will let you know everything you find or not. Am I clear? This
Sir.
is the way of the learning the content. Today I gave you some techniques. You need to follow the techniques and implement in your testing phases. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Skype team, please, will catch up in. Okay, I will send you document in Skype group, ma. Just drop the call. Bye team. Tomorrow is the holiday. We'll catch up on Monday. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank
Hyse team, please be wait, ma. I need to discuss with you guys. Just wait. I need to move this document to chat box. Actually, where we are. Frames. We have to go with. Guys, have you received manual class notes?
Yes, sir.
Nice team. Everyone, have you received manual testing class notes?
Yes, sir.
Test cases document, have you received? Test cases, testing, each and everything in one document only. There are different sheets are available. Have you received the document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And today I want to send insurance document for you guys. Let me hold. Once it's sent, we can dispatch. Give me a quick minute. I'm not able to see the content here. Let's wait, ma. Just I'm going with the WhatsApp and I will send through WhatsApp, ma. Hey guys, are you there or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just be on hold. Where is that insurance project? Please check it, guys, whether you received the document or not.
Sir.
Yeah, okay. Just follow the document and do yourself. Okay, ma. Just inspect the document. Okay. Take care, guys.
Okay.
Happy weekend. Bye. We'll catch up on Monday.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.